Hello, I'm reading from this book by Ruth and Billy Graham. This Christmas night, reflections from our hearts to your home. Let's imagine once again what it might have been like to be living in Bethlehem that night. Wrapped in your cloak on the crowded floor of the house, you could not get to sleep for thinking of the woman on the donkey and her lovely smile. Why was she so happy? And you? Why were you so wide awake and excited tonight? This was a special night. You didn't know how you knew it, but you knew that something wonderful was about to happen, to you and to everyone. Something so wonderful you were almost afraid to breathe for fear of breaking the stillness. For tonight, Bethlehem was very still. On the other nights, donkeys coughed in their stables and wolves howled from their hilltops. But on this most special of all nights, even the donkeys and the wolves were quiet. The wind itself stopped blowing. The animals and the sky and a few wide-awake children were quiet, listening, waiting for something. It was very late in the night when you suddenly jumped up from the floor. There was a commotion in the street. You could hear men shouting, running, their sandals scuffing on the rough stones of the street. You ran to the door and stared at these men who were talking so loudly in the middle of the night. They looked like countrymen, sheep herders. What was it they were saying? They had seen an angel? You looked at them again to make sure they were really shepherds, not lunatics. No, they were tough-looking surely, but not crazy. Strong men who lived out of doors and fought wolves from their sheep with nothing but a few sticks and stones. They were not the kind of men who would be imagining things. They had seen an angel, they repeated, and the angel had told them about a baby born in Bethlehem and called the baby Saviour and Lord. They had just seen the baby with their own eyes out in the stable behind the inn, and they wanted everyone else to know about it too. You didn't wait to hear any more. You set off down the street as fast as you could run, past houses where sleepy people were stumbling to the doors, asking what all the racket was about. To the inn, then around it to the stable, then slowly, softly, in at the door. There she was, the young woman with the radiant smile. She was leaning against one of the stalls, and the eyes in her happy face were closed. The man was at her side, and behind them, in the manger where the cows came for their food, was the baby. He was a tiny thing, wrapped tightly in a long linen band of cloth and sleeping soundly as any newborn baby. Sleeping as though the world had not waited thousands of years for this moment. As soundly as though your life and my life and the life of everyone on earth were not wrapped up in his birth. Should you speak to his mother, resting so quietly there? Should you ask her if you might touch the baby? Not to wake him, but just to touch his hand. What a moment that would have been, to have reached out your own hand and touched the Son of God.